Are you ready to see two photographers from Miami and New York shoot one model and share with you tips acquired over 15 years in business? Well then stick around, this video is going to be epic. So while in New York City for a wedding, I decided to call my buddy Anthony Vazquez and have a live shootout filmed for you guys. Anthony Vazquez is a well-known photographer from New York. He has his style, I got my style. We're both gonna go out in the streets of New York City with one model, and I'm sure you guys are gonna learn something from each of us. We've been friends for over 10 years, but today, it's battle time. Let's go. Few days that we've been here in New York, the weather has been so bipolar. It has gone from sunny blue skies to thunderstorms in a matter of minutes. And today we had a photo shoot planned in New York in Central Park with my buddy Anthony Vazquez. But just like I said before, the weather has been crazy and it's been raining and misty all morning. So we're moving to our Plan B location. Let's just hope that we can actually get there and shoot what we have to shoot. And this is our Plan B right here. It's an old building in New Jersey. I've shot here before, so let's hope this time goes as smooth as it did the first time. We really have no other option. That's one thing about New York. There's not a whole lot of options for Plan B. If it rains, all you got is Grand Central Station with hundreds of people around you. All right, so here we are in this place in New Jersey. It's pretty much the only indoor option we could find. I'm not sure where we're supposed to be in here, but we're gonna try. And we're gonna be done in less than an hour, so if they say anything, we'll handle it afterwards. All right, so we are about to start here, and as you know, I'm a natural light photographer, so everything that you see is gonna be right by the window. There's some really good lighting in this building, so we're gonna use everything that we have to our advantage. So let's get started and see how I do this. So something I like to do a lot is use a lot of foreground in the pictures to sort of be really out of focus since it's so far away from the subject. So what I'll do is that I'll get really close to the wall here, almost put half of my lens in the photo, and then just shoot away. So I actually moved the chair a little bit closer to the window just because I wasn't digging the background too much, and I'm gonna move off to the side a little bit and maybe get some of the windows in the background of the photo and avoid that great background back there. So I actually got what I needed out of that chair, but I'm gonna try something a little bit different. I don't know how old or how sturdy that chair is, so let's sit here a little bit more modernly and see how that goes. I think I got what I wanted out of those pose shots. If you know me, you know that I like shots that are moving and have a lot of natural movement in them. So I'm gonna have her move right now, twirl that dress. I love dresses that have a lot of movement, and this dress has the movement that I want. And have her walk towards me while moving that dress from side to side, and you're gonna recognize the shots from what you've seen on my website. Alright, so we have a limited amount of time in this location. So I've already shot for 10 minutes, and now Anthony's gonna shoot and give you his own spin on the situation here, the space, the model. Right off the bat, I can see a huge difference here. I'm shooting with a 70-200, and he's gonna start shooting with, what lens is this, Anthony?
I got a 51.4 on this right now.
1.4?
Yep.
All right, so he's gonna also be sprinkling a few tips here and there as he shoots, why he shoots like that. So let's just get started.
Hey everyone, so I got 51.4. I'm gonna be shooting same white balance cloud just because that's the perfect white balance for right now. Another thing, I love to shoot wide open, so I'm gonna be shooting at 1.4, which is gonna look a little different than what Alain just did with the 70-200. The 50 will compress the background differently than what he did. Part of my signature look is this, so I shoot a lot with the 50, especially tight on the bride while she's getting ready. So hang in there, we're gonna shoot it right now. So right now, I want my bride, or in this case, my model, just starting kind of just see how my light looks. Bring your shoulder bone up, we'll get the shoulder up a little higher right there. Good, chin, tuck that chin just a little bit and close your eyes. Good, relax your neck. So one thing that I love to do is make sure that the eye that's closest to me when I'm shooting, especially with a 51.4, is going to be really in focus. The 1.4 is going to blow out everything past the point of focus, so it's imperative that you do make sure that eye that is closest to you is in focus. It's going to give a really soft, really romantic look. So obviously I'm shooting tight, but one thing I also want to do, especially the day of a wedding, is showcase the beautiful dress we have here by Amsale. And to get that, I want to pull back. I'm still going to shoot with my 51.4, still going to blow out the entire background, but I am going to pull back farther away from my subject so I can shoot her head to toe. So other than the fact of giving a bride variety, there is a reason for this. So for photographers out there that are still designing albums, what we want to do is we want to give the client at the end a different mix. So when we have close-ups, when we have 3/4, when we have full lengths, we can do some really beautiful collages with that. So from a marketing, from a sales standpoint, you're able to now offer your client a bunch of different variations and hopefully upsell them on their final purchase when they do an album with you.
So I did a little bit of scouting in this venue and I found this other cool corner over here where we can shoot a few different pictures. And I'm liking that ladder back there. It's a little bit too modern for the look that I'm going for, so we may have to desaturate it or take away the color in post-production. But I'm gonna open it up, have her climb up the ladder a little bit, and she's gonna get amazing lighting for that from that massive window right up there. So let's see that and see what we get. Alright, so I got what I wanted without the garage door in the shot, but I do want that rusty garage door in the shot, so I'm going to move her back into the center of the frame a little bit more so I can move to the left and actually get the garage door and her in the frame at the same time. So I was putting away my camera and I just saw the bride spinning beautifully like that on her own, and I decided to put the camera back together and do a few more shots of her spinning like that, because that's pretty much actually my signature style. So pictures with a lot of movement and the bride spinning and having fun. So the lighting is still great in here. There's content everywhere. The floor has a lot of texture. So let's have her spin and see how it looks. That's a wrap. We had a little friendly battle over here, two completely different styles, two completely different use of lenses, of light, of movement, same model, all natural light, two successful photographers in their own industry and in their own demographic and fields. You know, Anthony, real quick for the camera there, how do they find you? I'm gonna link up his stuff in the description below. But just give a quick shout out to yourself there and tell them how they can find you.
Thank you a lot for having me. This was awesome.
Of course.
You can check us out, most importantly, on Instagram at Anthony Vazquez Photography to find out more of our content. Same thing Alain is doing here to learn more about how to shoot what we do. Anthony Vazquez Workshops on Instagram and Facebook as well.
So thank you for being here, man. I'm sure the viewers are going to appreciate all the tips that they're going to learn from both of us. And thank you to our beautiful model, Bridget, for being here with us today. And thank God that we found this Plan B space, because New York is completely rained out, and but that's what we talk about all the time.
Broke into the space.
Oh yeah, true. Well, by the time this video is released, we'll be out of here.
He'll be back in a different state.
Yeah, we'll be breaking into different spaces, but you know, that's what we talk about all the time about as security walks through. This is what we talk about all the time, about making it happen and not having captions in your final product. So we had a certain idea, weather sucked, we adapted, and we delivered what we had to deliver. So that's a wrap. See you in the next video. Well, there you have it.
I hope you found this video useful, and probably the #1 lesson is that you have to adapt and deliver what you said you were gonna deliver regardless of anything. But I also hope you picked up a couple of tips from each of our own shooting styles, both very unique and different. If you enjoyed this video and found it cool, give it a like and share it with anyone you also think might find it useful. If you're not already a subscriber, consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. It's good to see you here, and I'll see you in the next one.